For your next journey, I want to ensure you are fully equipped and confident, eliminating the need to worry about those frustrating, all too common packing blunders. Today, we are going to dive deep into lessons designed to prevent these mistakes. Whether you are a first-time flyer or haven't stepped onto a plane since the Transportation Security Administration, TSA, redefined air travel security protocols, the most frequent packing mistakes that consistently trip up travelers fall into three main categories. Overpacked suitcases that exceed weight and size limits, leading to costly excess baggage fees. Lack of preparation regarding airport security rules, which results in unnecessary delays and stress. And the simple, repetitive habit of passengers making the same avoidable mistakes trip after trip. I am here to help you break that cycle. My primary goal for this comprehensive guide is to meticulously detail what you truly need, enabling you to pack the absolute minimum required items. By the end, you will possess a profound sense of confidence when packing your suitcase and when navigating the airport security checkpoint. But first, the foundational step, the packing itself. If you are new to the world of seamless travel, welcome. I'm a Houston pilot wife, and I dedicate my time to sharing tips that will help you traverse the globe without a single worry. Today's focus is exclusively on showing you how to permanently eliminate those vexing packing mistakes from your travel routine. Ensure you click the notification bell next to the subscribe button so you never miss a free essential travel tip video from me. One of the most easily avoided packing mistakes is simply failing to select the correct size and type of luggage that is appropriate for your trip duration, and, critically, for your chosen airline's regulations. In the modern travel landscape, the overwhelming majority of travelers are choosing to utilize carry-on suitcases for efficiency and cost savings. However, the term carry-on is not universally standardized. When you purchase your flight ticket, whether it's today or in the future, you must commit to researching your specific airline's baggage policies. Airlines frequently adjust their allowed dimensions for carry-on luggage and their weight restrictions for checked bags. Size matters. A standard domestic carry-on size is often cited around 22x 14x 9 inches, including wheels and handles. But budget carriers and international flights may enforce smaller limits. Having a bag that is even half an inch too large can force you to gate check it, incurring unexpected fees and delays. Hard shell versus soft-sided luggage. A prevalent mistake I observe is passengers opting for hard-sided luggage. My professional recommendation is to always choose soft-sided luggage for two fundamental reasons. Soft-sided bags inherently offer flexibility. They can often be expanded slightly to accommodate a last-minute item, and, crucially, they can be subtly compressed or smooshed down to fit into restrictive overhead bins. Hard shells lack this critical adaptability, often resulting in frustrating conflicts with overhead compartment space, particularly on smaller aircraft. A common mistake, especially for seasoned or avid travelers, is the belief that they no longer require a packing list. This overconfidence is precisely what leads to overpacking, or, paradoxically, forgetting essential items. I strongly advocate for creating a packing list, whether it is physically written on paper or meticulously organized in a digital note. The process of writing it down forces you to consciously consider each item. The most effective way to organize your packing list is to segment it based on travel necessity and security requirements. Begin with the most strictly regulated category, the liquids bag, TSA 3-1-1 rule. This section dictates all toiletries and liquid cosmetics. Listing these first ensures they adhere to the 3.4 Oz container limit, which is a major bottleneck at security. The climate weather category. Before listing any clothing, you must determine what climate you are packing for. The outfit matrix. This is where you apply the less is more rule. Footwear. Essentials, the most space-consuming items. Tech and documents, crucial items for the journey itself. To successfully build your packing list, the very first step is checking the weather forecast for your destination for the entire duration of your stay. This goes beyond a simple high-low temperature check. You need to understand the conditions. For instance, if the forecast indicates rain, you should plan to pack leather or water-resistant shoes that can get wet without being ruined, rather than focusing solely on warm weather sandals. The weather dictates your footwear, and your footwear dictates your clothing choices, making this the initial and most critical planning step. A universal mistake travelers make is adhering to the rigid rule of an outfit for every day of the week. This leads directly to the dreaded overweight suitcase. I propose two simple, effective rules of thumb for clothing. Winter travel. Only pack one extra pair of jeans or pants. You should already be wearing your heaviest pair of pants on the airplane outfit. This limits your pants to a total of 2. Summer travel, only pack 2 extra pairs of shorts or light pants. Again, you will be wearing one on the plane, resulting in a total of 3 bottom pieces. After selecting your limited number of bottoms, you must apply the mix and match principle to your tops. You need to ensure that every top matches every one of your bottom pieces. If you discover a top that only matches one specific pair of pants or shorts, unless it is absolutely necessary for a formal event or a super dressy meal, which should be an exception, take it out of your suitcase. Replace it with a versatile shirt that coordinates with both or all of your bottom pieces. Remember, you have plenty of shirts in your closet. Be ruthless in your selection for travel. This method drastically reduces volume and expands your outfit possibilities. Shoes are heavy, bulky, and consume an enormous amount of suitcase real estate. The mistake here is packing a different pair of shoes for every planned outfit. Pack no more than 2 extra pairs of shoes beyond the ones you are wearing on the airplane. Since you have already checked the weather, you know that your 3 total pairs of shoes, 1 worn, 2 packed, must cover your needs. A walking comfort shoe, worn on the plane, a weather-appropriate shoe, e.g., boots or sandals, and a slightly dressier Irish evening option. You must ensure that your limited number of pants, jeans, shorts are versatile enough to complement all 3 pairs of shoes. By making the clothing match the shoes, you streamline your packing and eliminate unnecessary weight. Instead of packing your shoes together in a single shoe bag, which occupies a large, uniform block of space, utilize the space-saving technique of separation. Squeeze a single shoe into an empty corner, in between 2 packing cubes, or nestled among folded clothes. This allows you to fill awkward voids, maximizing your luggage capacity. This is a recurring mistake that even regular travelers fail to grasp. The TSA's 3-1-1 rule, 3.4 ounces, 1 quart-sized bag, 1 bag per passenger, applies to the container size, not the amount of liquid remaining in the container. The mistake: a passenger, like my sister-in-law, packs an almost empty bottle of lotion or shampoo, even if that bottle only contains 1 ounce of product. If the container itself is labeled as 4 ounces or 6 ounces, it is not allowed through the regular security checkpoint. The rule: every container in your liquids bag must be 3.4 ounces, 100 milliliters or less. When traveling through airport security, the officers require items to be easily and visually screened. They specifically ask you to pull out that transparent quart-sized liquids bag because they need to visually confirm that all contents meet the 3.4 oz limit. Failing to adhere to this causes delays, manual searches, and potential confiscation. A significant number of security hiccups stem from a lack of preparation regarding prohibited items. The TSA.gov website. This is an indispensable, fantastic resource. On the top right corner of the website, you will find the "What Can I Bring" section. You can type in almost any item you are wondering about, from food items and tools to sports equipment, and receive an immediate, authoritative answer regarding whether it is allowed in a carry-on, a checked bag, or neither. The My TSA app. Download the free My TSA app. This is a powerful tool that allows you to easily search for item restrictions. Furthermore, you can use the app to send a question directly to TSA officials, and they commit to answering you within 1 business day. I have personally called them and utilized their messaging service. They are responsive and helpful. Frequently asked questions, FAQs. Scroll down on the TSA website, and you will see their top frequently asked questions. These are often the exact same questions I receive from travelers. Help yourself and streamline your packing before you even start putting items in your suitcase. Many people, myself included, experience anxiety when going through the security line, fearing they will make a mistake. This nervousness often manifests in 2 time-consuming errors. Unnecessary conversation. A common mistake is talking excessively to the TSA officers, either out of nervousness or a misplaced desire to be overly friendly. This halts the line's momentum. Officers are focused on security, not conversation. Save your questions for after you've cleared the checkpoint. Lack of readiness. Passengers who wait until they are at the conveyor belt to start preparing are the primary cause of line slowdowns. When there are about 5 people in front of you, begin your preparation. Untie, unzip your shoes. Untie your laces or unzip your boots so they are ready to be instantly slipped off when you reach the front. Retrieve documents. Have your photo ID and boarding pass or digital barcode easily accessible in your hand before you reach the first officer. Ready the pockets. Once you pass the ID check, immediately stick your ID and ticket into a readily available, unzipped pocket. Do not stop to reorganize. Travel regulations are dynamic. If you have not flown since the start of the pandemic, there is a new crucial exception to the liquids rule. The new rule: you are now permitted to pack a bottle of liquid hand sanitizer up to 12 ounces in your carry-on bags. This 12-oz bottle does not have to fit inside your quart-sized liquids bag. The fine print. Mistake: the critical, often missed part of the rule is that this bottle must be pulled out of your carry-on bags and placed into a separate gray bin for extra screening. The consequence of the mistake. If you forget to pull out your 6-ounce or 12-ounce hand sanitizer, the X-ray machine will flag the bag. This requires an officer to conduct a manual search, rifling through your carefully packed clothes and inevitably messing up all the organized packing you practiced, simply because you missed one small step. Pull it out, place it in the bin, and keep the line moving. Beginner packers often overlook the cavernous amount of empty space that remains after the clothes are packed. This is a crucial mistake that professional packers never make. You must utilize every nook and cranny. The handle cavity. The space surrounding the telescopic handles that run down into your suitcase is significant. Use this for small, oddly shaped items, rolled socks, or electronics cables. The corners. The 4 corners of the suitcase base are often left empty. Outer pockets. The zippered outer pocket of your carry-on is perfect for flat documents, a book, or your liquids bag for easy removal. Inside, mesh flaps. The interior mesh pocket on the outer flap of your suitcase is ideal for flat items like belts, scarves, or jewelry. The golden rule: make things fit in those little, often forgotten pockets of space to avoid a bulky, overstuffed main compartment. A common mistake is underpacking the free personal item bag, e.g., a backpack, tote bag, or weekender bag, that is allowed in addition to your carry-on suitcase. This bag, which sits under the seat in front of you, is an incredible resource. For perspective, in a standard-sized weekender bag, one could easily fit 3 Costco-sized rolls of paper towels. Imagine how many outfits, shoes, or essential items you can fit in there. Do not neglect this valuable space. The hands-free solution? Avoid choosing a personal item bag that can only be worn over the shoulder. My top travel tip is to select a bag that features a trolley sleeve, a little slip or pocket that slides over the handles of your rolling carry-on suitcase. This simple feature makes you completely hands-free, allowing one hand to hold your phone and the other to hold your coffee or boarding pass as you navigate the airport, which could span almost a mile from security to your gate. Certain traditional travel items are simply bulky and unnecessary when smarter alternatives exist. The neck pillow. Alternative: neck pillows are bulky to pack and often offer little support. I used mine once on a 10-hour flight because it was a high-support neck brace style model. Instead of buying a low-support neck pillow, recognize that you may not need one. If you prioritize space, skip it and use your rolled-up cardigan or hoodie as a substitute. The blanket substitution. A blanket is a single-use item. It's only useful on the plane. A better alternative is to pack or wear a heavy cardigan or a substantial hooded sweatshirt, hoodie jacket. Multi-use. When you get warm on the airplane, you can roll the item up and pack it inside your personal item bag, or simply fold it and lay it on top of your bag under the seat in front of you. Versatility. Unlike a blanket, the cardigan or hoodie can be worn multiple times during your vacation when you get cold in a museum, a restaurant, or a movie theater, providing utility beyond the flight. Do not automatically pack every toiletry item for the full duration of your trip. Hair dryer. Do not pack a hair dryer. Almost all established hotels and even many rental properties provide a functional hair dryer. Save the space and weight. Shampoo and conditioner. If you are using hotel shampoo or conditioner for just 1 or 2 days of your trip, you can significantly reduce the amount you need to pack. For instance, if you have dry scalp and must use your own specialized shampoo, plan to pack only enough for the days you absolutely must use it, relying on the hotel amenities for the other days. This small adjustment saves space and adheres to the liquids rule more easily. If you have not flown in a while, be aware of a critical safety precaution regarding modern electronics: the battery risk. Lithium-ion batteries in phones, tablets, and laptops can pose a fire risk if crushed, especially in the narrow confines of first-class or premium seating, where the electronic seat mechanisms can slide over a dropped phone. Flight attendant protocol. If you drop your phone or any electronic device, do not attempt to retrieve it yourself, especially if it slips into a seat mechanism. Call a flight attendant immediately. All flight crews and airplanes are now equipped with specialized fire-resistant bags designed to contain and extinguish a fire caused by a combusting battery, ensuring the safety of all passengers. An overpacked compressed suitcase filled with high-density items, like your compressed clothes and compression cubes, can easily lead to a common, costly mistake. An overweight bag fee. You do not need to purchase a specialized luggage scale to avoid this. Stand on a regular bathroom scale and note your weight, W person. Stand on the scale again while holding your fully packed suitcase, and W total. Calculate the suitcase weight, W per suitcase. Springs W ons total, W to person. Compare this result to your airline's checked bag. Weight limit, typically 50 lbs or 23 keys. This simple two-step process saves you from an expensive surprise at the check-in counter. One mistake many women make is packing their makeup in a single, hard-shell makeup case. This creates an inflexible, bulky item that is difficult to fit into a carry-on. The makeup solution. Divide your makeup into small, soft pouches. These pouches can then be packed in different areas of your suitcase or personal item bag, allowing them to fill small gaps and conforming to the available space, which is much more efficient than a rigid case. There have been numerous rule changes in air travel over the past few years. If you are nervous, particularly if you have not traveled since the pandemic, please remember to grant yourself and others grace for making mistakes. By applying these meticulous, battle-tested strategies, from making a climate-informed packing list and adhering to the two-shoe rule to mastering TSA protocol and utilizing all available space, you are no longer a passenger who makes the same mistakes over and over. You are now a confident, efficient, and seasoned traveler. Send me all your remaining packing questions or any ingenious ideas you have discovered after reviewing this comprehensive guide. Thank you for your time and for joining our community of worry-free travelers. Now, go pack smart, not hard.